Episode 15, Heartbeats in the Dark, Kaia's POV. The night was unusually quiet in Paris. Kaia lay awake, her mind restless after the conversation with Avery. It felt like their relationship was on a precipice, and Kaia couldn't shake the fear that they might be drifting apart. She turned, looking at Avery, who was staring out of the window, lost in thought. "Do you think we rushed into this?" Kaia asked softly, breaking the silence. Her voice was tentative, scared of the answer. Avery didn't respond immediately, her gaze fixed on the city lights beyond their window. "Maybe," she finally said, her voice barely above a whisper, "but I don't regret it." The words hung between them, heavy with unspoken truths. Kaia sat up, wrapping the blanket around herself as she tried to make sense of her swirling emotions. She had always known that the transition from long distance to being together in person would be difficult, but nothing had prepared her for the raw vulnerability of it. "I love you, Avery," Kaia said, her voice trembling. "But sometimes I feel like I don't know how to love you the way I want to, the way you deserve." Avery turned to her, a flicker of pain crossing her face. "I feel the same way, Kaia, and it scares me." Avery's POV. The confession lingered in the room, and Avery felt her chest tighten. She had always been the one to keep her emotions in check, to control the narrative of her life. But with Kaia, everything was unpredictable, raw, and messy. Love wasn't neat or simple, it was chaotic, just like Paris. Avery reached for Kaia's hand, intertwining their fingers. "We'll figure this out," she said, her voice more confident than she felt. "We have to." Kaia leaned into her touch, and for a moment, the tension between them eased. But Avery knew that love wasn't always enough to fix things. They would have to work, to communicate, to fight for what they had. Avery's phone buzzed on the bedside table, snapping her back to reality. She picked it up, frowning as she saw the message from her mother. "We need to talk." Her stomach dropped. She hadn't told her family about Kaia yet, and the thought of doing so now, when everything between them felt so fragile, was overwhelming. "Everything okay?" Kaia asked, noticing the shift in Avery's mood. "Yeah," Avery lied, putting the phone down. "It's just my mom." Kaia didn't press the issue, but the weight of the unspoken words between them grew heavier. Avery had always been open with Kaia, about everything except her family, and now that omission was beginning to feel like a barrier between them. Kaia's POV. Kaia could sense the distance creeping in again, but she didn't know how to bridge it. She knew Avery was holding something back, and while she understood the hesitation, it still hurt. They had shared so much, but there were parts of Avery's life that still felt off-limits. "Do you think we're going to make it?" Kaia asked, her voice small and vulnerable. Avery looked at her, the tension in her expression softening. "I don't know," she admitted, "but I want to try. I really do." Kaia nodded, her heart aching with the uncertainty. She wanted to believe that love would be enough to carry them through, but the doubts lingered, gnawing at the edges of her mind. The night stretched on, and as they lay in the dark, their hands still intertwined, Kaia closed her eyes and whispered a silent prayer that they would find their way back to each other. On the next episode. With secrets lingering and hearts on edge, will Avery and Kaia be able to hold on to the love they fought so hard for? Or will the cracks in their relationship deepen beyond repair? Find out in the next episode of Only Fate. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.